Hey guys, it's Fly. It's that time of the month again where we open the comic Bento box and see what we got. This month's theme is Gnarly 90's, brah! So, let's see what kind of 90's themed comics we have. I have no idea what's going to be in this box at all. The only thing I could think of would be like vintage 90's, like Superman or Spider-Man or something along those lines, something that was kind of popular at the time. But I honestly have no clue, so this one's a complete surprise, and I just put away my knife even though I realized I still need it. So I'm going to try my best at opening this one without looking at it. How was your week? Mine has not been so hot. As you can see through all of the garbage in my garage, we had a flood a couple months ago, and it took until now for the insurance companies to figure it out with our mortgage company and our contractor. So we lived for 2 weeks in a hotel, and last night was our first night back in our house, and it was different. So they aren't completely finished, so we only had one bathroom, and we don't have any of the transitions from the carpet and everything, and they moved stuff out of our office, which is where everything was packed. So things are kind of crazy. Hopefully in the future I'll be able to have like posters and things when there's not so much chaos and commotion going on, to kind of give you a little bit of visual flair. Alright, let's get into what we got. Okay, ooh! This is just in time. I got Marvel's Doctor Strange, The Flight of Bones. It looks like a one-off. You can see death there on the cover. It's kind of interesting. I've never even heard of this. I actually don't know much about Doctor Strange. So that's kind of exciting. Ooh, I'm really excited about this one. This is Turok. So for those of you who don't know, there was a comic line in the 90s known as Turok, the Dinosaur Hunter. It became so famous that they actually made video games on the Nintendo 64 for it. It was literally a guy who had Doom-style weapons and a bow and arrow, because, as you do, you hunt dinosaurs with a bow and arrow. It was super violent. I used to read Valiant comics back in the day during Turok. I'm not even sure what this is produced under. Oh, maybe it was Dynamite Comics. Anyway, I used to read those back in the day, and they used to have tons of crossovers and everything. And this is the bonkers one. I've told you guys before that there's always one bonkers comic in a comic Bento box, and this is it. This is The Mask Strikes Back. It's apparently written by Dark Horse Comics, or produced by Dark Horse Comics. It doesn't even have the writer on the front, which is very odd. Okay, so apparently the guy and the artist, team that put Malevolence, provided, okay, this is in between the first and second movie. That's how 90's this is. I'm so shocked I don't have much to say about it. And the last one, I'm not even looking at it yet. I can feel it as a hardcover. I'm not a huge fan of hardcover books. They look really awesome on like a coffee table or anything. But out of all of the comics I have, I only have maybe 3 or 4, two that I bought on purpose. Killing Joke and The Watchmen. Actually, The Watchmen was a present. But I have those almost as like a coffee table style book. And the other ones I've gotten from Comic Bento. But this is a Valiant comic I've never heard of before. This is Spirits Within Shadow Man. It's actually even sealed too, which has never happened from a comic Bento. Normally, a hardcover that you buy off the shelves is sealed, but not always. Sometimes they just happen to have that seal broken. So that's kind of cool that it's not even opened yet. And it is rated T+, which, now that I saw that, I'm going to check the ratings of the other ones because I didn't know comics had a rating. Maybe they did in the 90's? Okay, yeah, this is rated T+ as well, and the Doctor Strange one says parental advisory. You learn something new every day. I read comics in the 90's, but I was always a Justice League kind of kid, especially Grant Morrison's run of JLA. Which brings us to our continuing topic. I had planned on reading a Justice League comic for you guys before all this went down. Normally my garage is pretty nice. I mean, it's not too terribly beautiful, but it doesn't look like this. Normally it's a little bit nicer than that. So first off, I'd like to apologize for the huge delay. Second off, as soon as all of this is cleared up, I'm reading a comic. I just have to find somebody to watch Ruby while I do that, and I'll probably be reading it in the garage where I'm currently residing when it's nicer. And like I said, eventually I'd like to get something hung, you know, a couple of posters or things in the background to kind of give you some idea of who I am, besides the guy that owns the blue camo clock. Anyway, so thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. I love that there are actually people that watch these, which is interesting because I'm just some Joe who likes comic books. I will talk to you guys later. I don't remember what next month's theme is. Actually, this video is late because I got this box yesterday, but we just spent our first night in the house yesterday, so I didn't want to do that because I wanted to sleep, because hotel beds suck. Anyway, I don't think they've even named next month's box yet, so that's kind of cool. Normally I have an idea of what next month's box is going to be, but I don't remember if they've told me that or not. So, lastly, thank you guys for watching, but have a happy Halloween because I won't be getting a comic Bento box in between now and then. So enjoy your holiday. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. If you dress up as a clown and stand on street corners, I will hunt you down. Yeah, don't do that. That's not a cool thing to do. At all, ever. Don't. Bye.